Here are 21 of the toughest actors in Hollywood history. Make sure to stay tuned to the end to see who was the toughest of them all. Number 21. Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas was a tough-as-nails actor who appeared in over 90 films over the course of his 60-year career. He was known for his cleft chin, his virile appearance, and his willingness to do his own stunts. Douglas was also a decorated veteran of World War II, and he brought his real-life toughness to his acting roles. He is considered one of the greatest actors of all time. Douglas's toughness was evident in his films, and he made a lasting impression on audiences with his performances. He is a true Hollywood legend and one of the greatest actors to ever grace the silver screen. He died in 2020 at the age of 103. Douglas was also a successful producer and founded his own production company, Briner Productions. He was a vocal critic of the Hollywood blacklist and was instrumental in the release of the film Spartacus, which was based on the true story of a slave who led a revolt against the Roman Empire. Douglas was a complex and fascinating man who lived a long and storied life. He was a talented actor, a successful producer, and a tireless advocate for social justice. He will be remembered as one of the greatest actors of all time and a true Hollywood legend. Number 20. Sterling Hayden. Sterling Hayden was a tough-as-nails actor who had a real-life history of adventure and intrigue. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps during World War II, and he later worked as a spy for the OSS. He brought this same sense of toughness and authenticity to his acting roles. Sterling Hayden was a decorated war veteran and a physical specimen who was fearless and did his own stunts. He brought a sense of authenticity to his roles because he knew what it was like to face danger and adversity. Sterling Hayden used his boat to rescue a group of U.S. Army nurses and their flight crew. In 1943, a C-47 carrying nurses and an Army flying crew crashed in Albania. At the end of a lengthy journey that lasted several months, Hayden transported the nurses from Albania back to Italy. His toughness was evident in his films. He starred in The Godfather, The Long Goodbye, and Dr. Strangelove. He made a lasting impression on audiences with his performances. He is a true Hollywood legend and one of the toughest actors to ever grace the silver screen. Number 19. William Smith. William Smith, one of the toughest actors in Hollywood history, was celebrated for his remarkable physical prowess and resilience. He set records in weightlifting, arm wrestling, and showcased incredible strength with 5,100 continuous sit-ups in a 5-hour period. Known for his muscular arms measuring 18.5 inches. Smith's rugged appearance and physicality made him a memorable presence in films. His tough guy persona shone in various films, cementing his status as one of Hollywood's toughest actors. In Any Which Way You Can, his memorable fight scene with Clint Eastwood became the stuff of legend, showcasing his raw power and screen presence. Smith's remarkable physicality was not limited to this iconic brawl. It was a consistent element in many of his roles. Number 18. Peter Julian Ortiz. Peter Julian Ortiz was a United States Marine Corps colonel who received 2 Navy Crosses for extraordinary heroism as a major in World War II. He served in North Africa and Europe during the war as a member of the French Foreign Legion, the U.S. Marines and the Office of Strategic Services, OSS, operating behind enemy lines several times. After the war, Ortiz acted in Hollywood films, and his military experience and toughness made him a natural for action roles. Peter Julian Ortiz was a decorated war veteran who brought a sense of authenticity to his action roles because he knew what it was like to be in combat. He was a physical specimen who was in peak condition and fearless, doing his own stunts. His toughness was evident in his films, and he made a lasting impression on audiences with his performances. Number 17. Sessue Hayakawa. Sessue Hayakawa was a Japanese actor who was one of the most popular stars in Hollywood during the silent film era of the 1910s and early 1920s. He was known for his matinee idol looks, his athletic build, and his smoldering charisma. Hayakawa was the first actor of Asian descent to achieve stardom as a leading man in the United States and Europe. Some of Hayakawa's most notable films include The Cheat, 1915, The Dragon Painter, 1919, and The Mask of Fu Manchu, 1932. Hayakawa's career was interrupted by the rise of anti-Asian sentiment in the United States during World War II, but he returned to acting after the war and continued to work until his death in 1973. Hayakawa was a complex and fascinating figure who broke down barriers for Asian actors in Hollywood. He was also a talented artist and a skilled businessman. He is remembered as one of the most important actors of his era, and his films are still enjoyed by audiences today. Hayakawa is considered a pioneer of Asian representation in Hollywood, and his legacy continues to inspire actors and filmmakers today. Number 16, James Doohan. James Doohan was a Canadian actor who is best known for his role as Montgomery Scotty Scott in the science fiction television series Star Trek. He was also a decorated war veteran, having served in the Royal Canadian Artillery during World War II. Doohan was known for his dry wit and his love of life, and he was a beloved figure among Star Trek fans. Doohan was born in Vancouver, Canada in 1920. He moved to the United States after the war and began his acting career in the early 1950s. He appeared in numerous television shows and films, including Wagon Train, The Twilight Zone, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. In 1966, he was cast as Scotty in the original Star Trek series. Doohan's portrayal of Scotty was instantly popular with fans. He brought a sense of humor and warmth to the role, and he was always quick with a quip. Scotty was also a skilled engineer, and he was often called upon to fix the Enterprise's many problems. Doohan continued to play Scotty in the Star Trek films, and he also appeared in several other science fiction series, including The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. He retired from acting in 1999, but he remained active in the Star Trek fan community until his death in 2005. Doohan was a true character actor, and he brought a unique blend of humor, warmth, and skill to all of his roles. He was a beloved figure among Star Trek fans, and his legacy will continue to live on for many years to come. Number 15, Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson was a tough-as-nails actor who was known for his imposing physical presence and his willingness to do his own stunts. He starred in over 90 films over the course of his career, including some of the most popular action movies of all time, such as Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968, The Magnificent Seven, 1960, The Dirty Dozen, 1967, and The Great Escape, 1963. Bronson was born in Pennsylvania in 1921 and had a difficult childhood. He was orphaned at a young age and spent time in a series of foster homes. He joined the United States Army during World War II and served as a paratrooper. After the war, he worked as a boxer and a construction worker before beginning his acting career. Bronson's tough guy image was largely self-created. He was a shy and introverted person in real life, but he was able to project an air of toughness and danger on screen. He was also a skilled actor and was able to bring a sense of realism to his roles. Bronson's career declined in the 1980s, but he continued to work until his death in 2003. He is remembered as one of the most popular and iconic action stars of all time. Number 14, James Stewart. James Stewart was a versatile actor who starred in over 80 films over the course of his 60-year career. He was known for his boyish charm, his wholesome good looks, and his ability to play a wide range of characters, from the all-American boy next door to the cynical detective. Stewart was also a decorated war veteran, and he brought his real-life experiences to his acting roles. Some of his most notable roles include playing George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life, 1946, Jefferson Smith in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939, and Elwood P. Dowd in Harvey, 1950. Stewart's films have been praised for their artistry and their social commentary. He was a true Hollywood icon and one of the most popular and respected actors of his generation. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1985 and the AFI Life Achievement Award in 1980. He died in 1997 at the age of 89. Number 13. Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee was a British actor who had a long and distinguished career in film and television. He was known for his imposing physical presence and his deep, resonant voice. He often played villains, including Count Dracula in a series of Hammer horror films, but he was also capable of playing more sympathetic characters. Lee was born in London in 1922. He served in the Royal Air Force during World War II, and he later worked as a translator for the British intelligence services. He began his acting career in the early 1950s, and he quickly established himself as a leading man in British cinema. In the 1960s, Lee began to play a series of iconic roles in horror films, including Count Dracula, Frankenstein's Monster, and The Mummy. He also appeared in a number of other genres, including science fiction, fantasy, and action. Lee continued to work steadily throughout his career, and he appeared in over 250 films and television shows. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 2009 for his services to drama. He died in 2015 at the age of 93. In addition to his acting career, Lee was also a talented singer and musician. He released several albums of classical and folk music, and he even performed in a heavy metal band called Charlemagne. He was also a keen art collector and a passionate advocate for animal rights. Lee was a complex and fascinating figure who left a lasting legacy on cinema. He was a true legend of the silver screen, and his work will be remembered for generations to come. Number 12. Audie Leon Murphy. Murphy was a tough-as-nails soldier and actor who was one of the most decorated American combat soldiers of World War II. He received every military combat award for valor available from the United States Army, as well as French and Belgian awards for heroism. Murphy received the Medal of Honor for valor that he demonstrated at the age of 19 for single-handedly holding off a company of German soldiers for an hour at the Colmar Pocket in France in January 1945, before leading a successful counterattack while wounded and out of ammunition. After the war, Murphy became a successful actor, starring in films such as To Hell and Back, 1955, which was based on his own autobiography. He was a popular and respected figure, and his story of courage and determination inspired millions of people. He died in a plane crash in 1971 at the age of 45. Murphy was a true American hero, and his legacy continues to inspire people today. He is remembered as one of the toughest and most decorated soldiers in American history, and his story is a testament to the power of the human spirit. Number 11. Basil Rathbone. Basil Rathbone was a British actor known for his portrayal of Sherlock Holmes in a series of 14 films from 1939 to 1946. He was also a decorated war veteran, having served in the British Army during World War I. Rathbone was born in Johannesburg, South Africa in 1892. He moved to England with his family when he was young, and he began his acting career in the early 1920s. He quickly established himself as a leading man on the stage, and he made his film debut in 1925. In 1939, Rathbone was cast as Sherlock Holmes in the film The Hound of the Baskervilles. He went on to play the role in 13 more films, making him the definitive Sherlock Holmes for many people. Rathbone was a tough actor who was not afraid to do his own stunts. He was also a skilled fencer, and he often used his skills in his films. Rathbone died in 1967 at the age of 74. He is remembered as one of the greatest Sherlock Holmes actors of all time. If you are enjoying this video so far, then hit that subscribe button, and we will continue to make videos like this. Stay tuned until the end to find out who was the toughest actor in Hollywood history. Number 10. Burt Lancaster. Burt Lancaster was known for his physical toughness and his willingness to do his own stunts. He was a former circus acrobat and boxer, and he brought this athleticism to his acting roles. He was also a war veteran, having served in the United States Army during World War II. Lancaster's toughness was evident in his films. He often played characters who were physically imposing and mentally strong. For example, in the film The Wild Bunch, 1969, he played a bank robber who is willing to kill and maim to get what he wants. Lancaster's toughness was also evident in his personal life. He was a lifelong athlete and fitness enthusiast. He also had a strong sense of social justice and was an outspoken critic of war and violence. Lancaster was a true American icon. He was a tough guy with a soft heart, and he used his fame to make the world a better place. Number 9. Clint Walker. Clint Walker was known for his physical toughness and his rugged good looks. He was a former boxer and lumberjack, and he brought this athleticism to his acting roles. He was also a war veteran, having served in the United States Army during the Korean War. Walker's toughness was evident in his films. He often played characters who were physically imposing and mentally strong. For example, in the television series Cheyenne, 1955 to 1963, he played a lawman who was always willing to stand up for what he believed in. Walker's toughness was also evident in his personal life. He was a lifelong athlete and fitness enthusiast. He also had a strong sense of independence and was not afraid to speak his mind. Walker was a true American icon. Number 8. Neville Brand. Neville Brand was a tough guy actor who was known for his gravelly voice, craggy face, and imposing physical presence. He was a real-life war hero, having served in the United States Army during World War II. He brought this toughness to his acting roles, and he often played villains and tough guys. Brand's acting career spanned over 50 years, and he appeared in over 100 films and television shows. He is best known for his roles in the films Stalag 17 in 1953, The Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962, and Riot in Cell Block 11, 1954. He also had a recurring role on the television series The Untouchables, 1959 to 1963. Brand was a versatile actor who could play a wide range of characters, but he was most comfortable playing tough guys. He was a natural for these roles, and he brought a sense of authenticity to them. He was also a talented actor who could convey a wide range of emotions, even when he was playing a villain. Brand was a respected actor who was admired by his peers and colleagues. He was a true tough guy, both on and off the screen. He died in 1992 at the age of 71. Number 7. Lee Marvin. Lee Marvin was known for his physical toughness and his gravelly voice. He was a former Marine and a boxer, and he brought this athleticism to his acting roles. He was also a versatile actor who could play a wide range of characters, from tough guys to vulnerable heroes. Marvin's toughness was evident in his films. He often played characters who were physically imposing and mentally strong. For example, in the film The Dirty Dozen, 1967, he played a soldier who is willing to do whatever it takes to complete his mission. Marvin's toughness was also evident in his personal life. He was a lifelong athlete and fitness enthusiast. He also had a strong sense of independence and was not afraid to speak his mind. Number 6. Victor McLaglen. Victor McLaglen was a British-born actor who was known for his physical toughness and his ability to play a wide range of characters, from heroes to villains. He was a former boxer and rugby player, and he brought this athleticism to his acting roles. He also served in the British Army during World War I and served as the Provost Marshal in British Mesopotamia. McLaglen's toughness was evident in his films. He often played characters who were physically imposing and mentally strong. For example, in the film The Lost Patrol, 1934, he played a British officer who leads his men through the desert in search of their way back to safety. McLachlan's acting career spanned over 50 years, and he appeared in over 100 films. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in the film The Informer, 1935. He also starred in films such as The Charge of the Light Brigade, 1936, Gunga Din, 1939, and The Quiet Man, 1952. McLachlan was a true tough guy, but he was also a talented actor. He was a versatile performer who could play a wide range of characters. He was a true Hollywood legend, and his work will be remembered for generations to come. Number 5. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was a tough guy who was known for his physical strength and his willingness to do his own stunts. He was also a talented actor who appeared in over 100 films, including The Wild Bunch, 1969, The Sting, 1973, and Unforgiven, 1992. Johnson was born in Oklahoma in 1918. He grew up on a ranch and learned to ride horses and rope cattle at a young age. He also played football and baseball in high school. After high school, Johnson joined the United States Army and served in World War II. He was awarded the Bronze Star for his bravery in combat. After the war, Johnson began his acting career. He often played tough guys and cowboys in his films. He was also known for his willingness to do his own stunts, even when they were dangerous. In 1973, Johnson won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The Sting. He was the first Native American actor to win an Oscar. Johnson continued to work steadily throughout his career. He retired from acting in 2001. He died in 2016 at the age of 91. Number 4. James Cagney. James Cagney was known for his energetic performances, distinctive vocal style, and deadpan comic timing. He was a versatile actor who could play a wide range of roles, but he was best known for his portrayals of tough guys. Cagney was born in New York City in 1899. He began his acting career in vaudeville and on Broadway, and he made his film debut in 1930. He quickly became one of the most popular actors in Hollywood, and he starred in a string of successful films, including The Public Enemy, 1931, Taxi, 1932, and Angels with Dirty Faces, 1938. Cagney was a tough guy on screen and off. He was known for his temper and his willingness to fight, and he once punched out a director who he felt was mistreating him. However, he was also a kind and generous man, and he was a loyal friend to many people. Cagney retired from acting in 1961, but he continued to work in television and on stage. He died in 1986 at the age of 86. Number 3. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen was known for his physical toughness and his rebellious persona. He was a former motorcycle racer and jailbird, and he brought this edge to his acting roles. He was also a talented actor who could play a wide range of characters, from cowboys to cops to con men. McQueen's toughness was evident in his films. He often played characters who were physically imposing and mentally strong. For example, in the film The Magnificent Seven, 1960, he played a gunfighter who is willing to risk his life for what he believes in. McQueen's toughness was also evident in his personal life. He was a lifelong adrenaline junkie and was not afraid to take risks. He was also a private man who was known for his laconic wit and his aversion to interviews. McQueen was a true Hollywood icon. He was a tough guy with a heart of gold, and he used his fame to make the world a better place. Number 2. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a martial artist, actor, director, and philosopher who is considered one of the most influential figures in the history of martial arts. He was known for his physical toughness and his innovative fighting style, which he called Jeet Kune Do. Lee was born in San Francisco, California, to Chinese parents. He began training in martial arts at a young age, and he quickly became a skilled fighter. He moved to Hong Kong in his early 20s to pursue a career in acting. Lee's first major film role was in the 1971 film The Big Boss. The film was a huge success, and it made Lee a star in Hong Kong. He went on to star in several other successful films, including Fist of Fury, 1972, Enter the Dragon, 1973, and Game of Death, 1978. Lee's films helped to popularize martial arts films around the world. He is credited with revolutionizing the genre, and he is often referred to as the father of modern martial arts cinema. Lee died in 1973 at the age of 32. His death was a shock to the world, and it left his fans and colleagues devastated. However, his legacy lives on, and he continues to inspire people all over the world. Number 1. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is an American actor, martial artist, and film producer. He is known for his tough guy image and his willingness to do his own stunts. He has starred in over 70 films and television shows, including the Walker, Texas Ranger television series. Norris was born in Ryan, Oklahoma in 1940. He began training in martial arts at a young age, and he eventually became a black belt in Tang Soo Do. He also served in the United States Air Force, where he was a Taekwondo instructor. Norris's acting career began in the early 1970s. He starred in a number of low-budget martial arts films, including The Way of the Dragon, 1972, in which he co-starred with Bruce Lee. He also appeared in a number of action films, such as Missing in Action, 1984, and Delta Force, 1986. Norris's popularity peaked in the 1990s when he starred in the Walker, Texas Ranger television series. The series ran for 8 seasons and made Norris a household name. Norris is still active in the entertainment industry. He has starred in a number of films and television shows in recent years, and he continues to be a popular figure among fans of action movies and martial arts. Thanks to all of you that are watching our videos right to the end. We love having you here and appreciate you subscribing. See you in the next video.